Stadium in Knoxville. Between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll leave it with the lone back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28.
Booster! Smoke! Western!
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Volunteers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Trying to make one miss. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, it's Cobb. Shows him the stiff arm.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Pulls it on the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility. And you can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown.
Number 38, set to kick this one away.
On the return, it's Dodson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here is the Tennessee offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Gets a hand in there.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Keeps it, looking for the edge. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, he coughed it up. God, big mistake, but here's the thing. I'm going to run my quarterback. I got to pick my spots, but he's got to understand when I can take hits, when I get in traffic, and I got to wrap that thing up. And I'm a running back, right? When I'm running these design quarterback runs, I got to take care of the football.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. On the delay, it's Bishop. He's got the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Grab behind the line. It's Staley. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Right side, it's Jackson. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. A designed run for the quarterback. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the 1st down. The Vols look to keep this drive humming.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
2nd and long here. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Matthews. That's 20, he's got space. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. They'll go to the air. Still looking to his right. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Slams ahead. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown ball. Quick strike through the air for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Coming out with it, it's Kane. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Here's a give to Washington. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on third down. After the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Oh my, he just shanked that one. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Uh-oh, look out. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a run.
Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. In the red area, it's Bishop. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. The run inside. It's Bishop. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Phill moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Way off target there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Trying to get the corner. Looking for an alley. He'll toss it. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Cuts it upfield. It's Morris. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Motion from the back. Snapped on 4th down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
Now the chance for perhaps the most rewarding one-yard drive in the history of football. He's trying to get it in, and they will score. Touchdown, Tigers. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the balls come to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw for it. Right side, it's Bishop. Turning it on! The 50. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And, man, it's nice to have a running back that you can do that. 3rd and inches, you're thinking run as it is, but you're not getting to the running back that way. He sneaks out of the backfield, throwing the football. He does the rest, picks up the big first down.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Out wide left, it's Matthews. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Out wide right, it's Cobb. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They'll give it to him again.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard, high level of execution. They're looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical 3rd down.
Makes the grab. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Phill. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the ground, it's Bishop. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Just about set to get this second half underway. From deep, it's Kane. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Kill. 214 close. 214 close. Opposite, go.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Quick give. It's caught. Swamped immediately.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Left side is Singleton. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Under pressure. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. On the run, it's Bishop. He's got enough. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. The lone back's got it. Fights off a defender. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
2nd down to the air. Moving out to the right. Going deep to the corner. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Extending the play. Looking left. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing.
Breaks free. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And right down the middle. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Here he comes with the return. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Tennessee! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Running inside, it's Cobb. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Right side, it's Johnson. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Brown wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Out wide left, it's Kane. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him in a...
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it way down the field. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Here's a give to Washington. Inside the 25. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. How in the world did he miss that? What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
Number 38, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he avoids the sack.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down the left side. Off to the races. The 20. To the house. Touchdown ball.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First down, he'll keep it. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosion.
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads it downfield. And here's the third interception of the night. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Brown will throw it. Out wide right, it's Cobb. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Move to his right. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Brown wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. On the move. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the offense out on the field to go back to work.
Ready, ready. Flag 14. Flag 14.
Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Right side, it's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, you know, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple of completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third down, here's Washington. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. First play of this drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll move the wide receiver. There he goes. Pat got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Stepping to the right. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Go!
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Down he goes, and the... It snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.